Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. We made to 150k, but let's get to 160 now. So subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone, and follow my business page at Brishari. So let's get into it, y'all. This is that part 2 because y'all, I wasn't trying to leave y'all on a cliffhanger for too long. I'm like, let me give it to y'all now. Okay, so this is the part 2 of the last story. If you haven't seen it, go watch it because it really, you have to watch this one to get to that one because it makes more sense unless you like to watch stuff backwards. Where we ended off at, we was at that house kicking it or whatever, and yeah, that's when I had found out that Alyssa was talking to Dream, the boy named Dream or whatever. So at this point I was like, all right, we finna leave. We was finna leave. I don't know where we was finna go. I think the vibe was just off, so it was just like, let's just go. Like I was just over it from being over there, but we was finna leave or whatever. So she's still like, oh, she don't got a link with him or whatever. She's like, but I know you probably feel some type of way, so I could probably go home today. Which is like, girl, you're gonna, I'm like, I'm not about to, if I wouldn't let you go drive somewhere in LA to go see this man while you've been drinking, what makes you think I'm about to let you drive all the way home? So I'm like, yeah, girl, it's cool, don't worry about it. I'll take you if you want to go see him, because I already knew that's what she was going to do anyway. You was just going to say, I'm going home and then go see him. I'd rather you just be honest with me, and yeah, instead of lying about it. So we was finna leave, and we noticed, we like, oh my bad, I'm looking because I thought my carpet was stained. So anyway, we finna leave and we noticed Kelly is gone. So I'm like, where's Kelly at? She left already. So then Rat is like, oh no, where's Kelly? Like, where's Kelly? So she ended up talking to the boy. She's like, where Kelly? Like, did she leave? Because one of the boys had left too. He was like, nah, he left way before her. And then she left. She was like, she said that it's too much going on, so she left. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, we'll call her and see where she at. And but then I thought about it. I'm like, well, if she left, she could leave, because why do I care? So she was like, nah, we can't just let her leave. Like, she can't, like, that's messed up. We bring her over here. We got to take her at least to where she going. So I'm like, okay, we'll call her. So she like, I don't have her number. So I'm like, how is this your friend? You hanging out with her and you don't have her number? It's just weird because I really feel like she just brung Kelly around to be on some weird shit or whatever. So she was like, I don't have her number. We was talking on Instagram. But was it you talking to her on Instagram, or did y'all run into her? Which one was it? Because you said y'all ran into her. So she like, yeah, I don't have her number. So she like, I'm going to hear her on IG. She not responding back or whatever like that. So I'm like, all right, well, she couldn't have got that far because the boy said she literally left probably like 5-10 minutes ago. So I'm like, well, we could just drive and we could see if we see her. If not, oh well, I'm ready to dip. And we was about to go to my house and get something to eat. So we start driving or whatever. We driving up the street. So we start driving. We see people walking. Those people getting out of school, and he lived by a school or whatever. We driving up the street, and I'm like, oh, is that like, let's go by that crowd over there. That could probably be her. She could be walking in the same direction because they walking towards the bus stop. She could be probably going to the bus stop. So we driving. We end up seeing her or whatever. She walking like kind of with a crowd of kids, but not really. She was kind of behind them. But she was trying to talk to them, but it looked so weird because you could tell they looking at her like, girl, what is you talking about? Get the fuck away from us. So yeah, so she walking or whatever. So Rat rolled down a window because I'm driving. Alyssa's in the back seat. For I don't know why she hopped in the back. Like, you make it seem like, girl, for one, I'm in your car. Why would I just fight you? I said, okay, whatever. So Alyssa got in the back seat, and Rat in the driver's seat. She rolled down the window. She like, Kelly, get in the car. Kelly was like, hell no, hell no. I heard y'all out there arguing. Y'all bitches not about to jump me. So whole time we not even arguing outside. We was just really having a discussion. But you know, when you talking, it could kind of get loud. Whole time this girl thinking we talking about fighting her. Are you dumb? So she was like, y'all not finna jump me. Y'all not finna jump me. It was weird. So she like, girl, we wasn't even talking about you. We was talking about something else. Get in the car. She like, no, fuck that. Y'all being weird. She like, Symone, I tell we don't have no beef. Like, what are you still mad about? Da 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 da. Like all this other stuff like that. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody worried about you. Like, cause chill out. So she was like, no, I heard y'all arguing. Y'all was arguing, and I already know, like, y'all about to do something weird to me. So I'm like, what's wrong with her? Mind you, we all have been drinking or whatever, but I'm like, she's being really weird. So so Rat, like, she took an edible or whatever. So I'm like, oh, so I don't know. She just was being real strange. So she like, y'all finna fight me. So then she was like, no, they was arguing. She was like, because Symone homegirl, what's your name again? She like, her homegirl back there, she trying to talk to Dream. She like, Dream who? She like, Dream, you know Dream? Because mind y'all, he got like a unique name. I've never ran across nobody with his name or whatever. So she like, you know Dream? So she was like, Dream? Dream from such and such? And she like, yeah. She's like, wait, why would Symone care about her talking to Dream? And she's like, wait, Symone, are you cool with it? She said Dream girlfriend name. And we still just driving slow alongside of her. And she was, when I started walking, I'm like, so she like, wait, Symone, you cool with such and such? So then finally she started walking, so I stopped the car. And she was like, wait, why would she care? She was like, no, because Symone used to talk to Dream. And Symone really used to like bro. She really liked him. And now what's your name again? And now she want to talk to Dream. Like, she trying to talk to him and link with him. So she was like, that's shady. Like, she was like, she should be mad. So Kelly like, Symone, instead of being mad at me about enemy, you should be mad at her. That's your friend. Girl, I'm not mad at you. If this was a year ago, no, that wasn't even a year ago. That was like a little while ago. But if this was a little while ago, then maybe I would be mad at you, but I'm not mad at you. So chill out. So I'm just like, girl, ain't nobody mad at nobody. Like, just get in the car, because we not about to sit here and be just riding alongside of you. I look like a fucking creep weirdo. It's kids walking and I'm just driving alongside yelling to a person. Like, you know, we look like some weird people. And the car was tinted up. So she like, yeah, get in the car. She was like, oh, okay, so y'all wasn't mad about me? I'm like, ain't nobody worried about you. So she ended up hopping in the car or whatever in the back seat. So she was like, dang, that's crazy. You talked to him. Like, how'd you even meet Dream? Like, how'd you meet him? And she was like, she met her, right? Like, she met him through Symone. So she like, that's messed up. What was your name again? All of a sudden, y'all don't know this girl name no more. So she was like, what's your name again? So Alyssa not saying that. She like, I told her if she didn't want me to talk to him, it's fine. Like, it's cool. I just was gonna pull up and smoke. Like, and I know Symone don't smoke. Oh, now you finna pull up and smoke. She like, I was just gonna pull up and smoke. I know you don't smoke, so I'm just like, I was just gonna go by myself. But it wasn't even like that. Like, I'm pretty sure people gonna be with him. I'm like, I'm not tripping. Let's just talk about something else. I'm like, Kelly, where you going? Because don't hop in this car starting drama. No, I'm just kidding. The drama was already started. So she was like, oh, can you take me to she's like, can you take me to go pick up my baby? She was like, and then drop my baby off at enemy people house? Girl, I don't want to see them folks. I ain't tell y'all about the story time when enemy family was trying to jump me. But yeah, so that was after the situation, which was crazy to me. But anyway, I'm just like, pick up your baby. Where's your baby at? She was like, well, you could just pick my baby up. The baby is at such and such, like at my cousin's house or whatever. So I'm like, where's that at? She was like, it's literally like 2 blocks away. Like, it's fine. Like, you could just take me and then take me there. She's like, I just got to drop the baby off and then I'm gonna go somewhere else. So I'm like, Kelly, pick a place. Because I'm not finna be driving you all around. Pick a place. I'm like, you need to kick in on some gas money. She was like, oh, Alyssa, she was like, oh, your friend said it was cool. Like, we didn't need gas. I said, nah, I'm gonna need gas. I need gas. I'm like, her gas tank. We finna actually go to the gas station either before or after we pick your baby up. And I was like, you know what? We gonna go before because, yeah, we need gas. So she was like, dang. I was like, well, if you want to go to all the places you gonna go to, then you need to put some gas in her car because we're not about to be just running around. This ain't what this is. This is not the shelter bus. This ain't the motherfucking tour guide, hoe. You need to put some gas in this car. So she like, all right, literally, I swear her cousin's house was literally across the street from the gas station. I pulled up right at that gas station. I was like, here, Rat, what you got on the tank? And I went in there and put gas in the car or whatever. So when I went inside, Alyssa came, she ran in there after me and she was like, Symone, like, everybody's making it a big deal. I guess because they was talking about it to her in the car when I got out. She's like, everybody making it a big deal. It's not a big deal. Like, you even said, you said that night that you didn't care if any of us talked to him because you knew he was going to be on some weird shit. Mind y'all. Listen, because somebody has said this to me, so I was like, let me just explain. Somebody was like, how are you mad at her talking to Dream when I clearly said I wasn't mad with it. I did feel away, I ain't gonna lie. But there's like, how you mad at her talking to Dream when you talk to his homeboy? First of all, you clearly one of them girls that backdoor your homegirl. These niggas don't be giving a fuck about us. Like, I'm not even like that. Some do, but and sometimes some dudes, they really don't even be caring. Like, they backdoor each other all day and it don't be an issue. But as a girl, I'm not. Even as a man, if I was a man, I probably wouldn't do that either. Who knows? I don't know what I'd be doing with this glizzy. But anyway, I don't know, I just wouldn't do my friend like that. I just wouldn't personally because what if me and this person get real deep and now I gotta think every time like, damn, you used to beat the brakes off my homegirl shit. I don't know, I just, So anyway, so yeah, she like, you said you didn't care. And mind y'all, oh yeah, let me go back to that too. Mind y'all, when I met Dream, I was talking to him, whatever. I'll do a story time because that whole little situation was like a cool little thing. But when I met, what was his name? I was gonna say his name. When I met Goofy, I did not know he knew Dream. At that time, Dream was in jail, and I had met Goofy through somebody else, through Rat, like I told y'all, and I didn't know nothing of this boy. The more we got to talking, he told me where he was from, and I was like, that sounds familiar, because mind y'all, Yeah. So I was like, oh, and I started thinking about it, and I asked him, I was like, do you know a boy named such and such? And he's like, yeah, that's my dog or whatever. And he's like, why? And I told him like, dang, I used to talk to him. But at this point, me and Goofy was already talking for like a cool little minute. So it's not like I just was like, I want that one. But even if I did, anyway, back to the story. So she was like, yeah, you said you didn't care. So I'm like, Alyssa, look, if you're gonna link with him, I don't care. Like, that's what you want to do it. Like, me and Dream never did anything sexual, so if you want to link with him. So she was just like, okay, like, you know, like, I just want to see what he owned. Like, she was like, honestly, I feel like let's just, like, these niggas do it all the time. I just want to see what he owned. So I'm like, Alyssa, look, stop talking about it. If you want to link with him after we drop her off, what time you linking? Like, I could take you, because yeah, you don't know your way around, whatever. Anyway, so she was like, okay, yeah, I'm about to see it, and I'll let you know. Because why do you keep talking to me about it, girl? Anyway, so I ended up putting the gas in the car, and we left. We go pick up Kelly baby. Kelly over here, like, so we pull up to Kelly cousin house, y'all. Kelly cousin come outside, and she was like, who you with? So Rat rolled down the window, and she was like, hi, like, to the cousin. The cousin looking confused, because why is you with Rat? And then she see me, she was like, oh, hell no. She like gripped the baby. She like, Kelly, no. Kelly, I will watch the baby. It's not a problem. Like, what is you doing? She like, no, it's cool. Me and Symone don't got no beef. She real cool now. Girl, you make it seem like it's stemmed from me. You my man. Well, technically, I probably her man because she was around first. And who knows? I don't know how that was. Who man was that? Who knows? He belonged to the pipe, but that's not my business. Anyway, so she was like, oh, like, no, she cool now. So she like, Symone, you want to see the baby? So I'm like, Kelly, come on. Like, let's go to where we're going. Because, girl, you do the most. She was like, you want to see the baby? So why she walk around to the driver's side and go, like, bring the baby? So I rolled down the window. Of course, I'm not gonna sit there with the window. She burned the baby. She's like, here, hold the baby. And I was like, oh, the baby is cute. Like, come on, Kelly, get in the car. I'm like, you got a car seat? She's like, no, it's cool. We just going up the street. You keep saying that. I know where these people live, and it ain't up the street. It wasn't that far, but it wasn't up the street. So she's like, no, it's cool. We just going up the street. Like, I'll hold the baby. It's fine. So I was like, okay. She's like, here, hold the baby for me while I get in the car. Girl, if you don't get in the car, why do you want me to hold the baby so bad? And then she gonna say, take a picture with the baby. Kelly, stop playing with me, bitch. She gonna say, really, take the picture, because I was holding the baby. She's like, here, I just gotta go grab something, so can you just hold the baby? So I'm holding the baby. She gonna say, take a picture. Let me get a picture of y'all. That would be so cute, because then I'll post it like, girls, y'all, people makeup, and we cool now. Kelly, get your phone and your baby out of my face. So she like, take a picture of the baby. Mind you, I have no issue. I'm gonna be with the baby. Baby is very cute baby. So I know you're probably like, why are you saying it like that? Because clearly I'm not trying to say the gender of this child. So anyway, so yeah, so she ended up grabbing the stuff and she came back in the car. So I'm like, so after we drop the baby off to Enemy's family, where are we going to drop you off? Because I'm like, I got stuff to do. And then that's when Alyssa was like, yeah, Dream was like, she could come pull up or whatever in like an hour or so. And I was like, all right, cool. She was saying Dream said she could pull up, and she was like, Dream was like basically telling her like, oh, I'm gonna take you here. You want to come with me? I gotta go to the mall. I gotta slide. I gotta do this. I want you in traffic with me or whatever. So she like, yeah, Dream want me to pull up, da 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 da. So I'm like, well, do you want us to take you to him first, since he about to take you to be in traffic and go to the mall in his invisible car mobile, because this nigga ain't have one? So I'm like, so do you want me to do that, or like or what? She was like, I'm about to ask him. So we sitting there in front of the cousin house. He ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go spin to drop the baby off. And then after that, we probably take you to him or whatever. Because it's not like we know where this nigga's at anyway. So we ended up pulling up to Enemy people house. And she like, Symone, you want to come in and help me with the baby? I'm like, no, I don't. Because, girl, I don't fuck with these people. I don't want to see these folks. So she ended up going up in there, and while she's sitting in there, Alyssa trying to call Dream. He's not answering the phone. So he'll text her and be like, hold on, I'm doing something. I'm making a play real quick. I'm doing this. Like, hold on, I'm doing that. I'm gonna hit you. Like, I still want you in traffic with me. I need you in my front seat. Da 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 da. So she like, yeah, he want me in his front seat. Now she all excited and stuff like that, right? And it's not even me sounding like it's not even me being a hater, y'all. Just keep watching. So she telling me all this stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah. Well, where he at so we could know what side of town to go to, if we should drop wherever the fuck Kelly finna go off to, or you know what. And Rat was like, well, I'm staying with you, Symone. Like, I want to come. She was like, I want to come because I can't believe this nigga cheating on his girlfriend. And Alyssa like, don't say nothing, like, don't tell her. She was like, I can't promise you that I won't, because that's my friend. So she like, I can't promise you that I won't tell her. She was like, but I'm just saying, I ain't gonna say that tonight. Y'all can have y'all little fun or whatever. She's like, but I can't promise. So she's like, why would you tell her? She's like, because that's my friend, and I would hope she would tell me. And I'm just like, what can I say? I'm not gonna say Red is weird. That's her friend. If she want to tell her friend and her man is cheating with, that's fine. Like, that's whatever she want to do. what can I say? You know, I ain't gonna tell nobody to be no fake friend. So she was already a fake friend to me. But anyway, so yeah, so she just like trying to, every time I swear, he'd be like, yeah, I'm about to have you pull up in a minute. I'm gonna have you pull up to the hood. I'm gonna have you pull up here. So Kelly ended up coming back in the car or whatever. And she was like, I was telling them you was outside. And they was just like, girl. I'm like, girl, nobody worried about them. So I'm like, Kelly, well, where are you going at? Because he didn't answer or whatever. Mind you, Kelly was in that house for a cool little minute. We was trying to figure out. And this nigga still just giving her the runaround. So we ended up dropping Kelly off. I don't know to who or where, don't know. We dropped her off, she got out the car, that was that. So we driving around, I'm like, well, let's get something to eat because I'm hungry, right? So I'm making snaps and I'm posting on Snap and stuff like that, right? Y'all, why somebody react to my Snap? Who reacts to my Snap? Dream react to my Snap. Mind you, I'm posting like driving and stuff like that, and I know y'all probably think like, not you flexing the next bitch car. Okay, Joe Moses was on the line. I'm just kidding. So I'm just like, whatever. So I'm driving. So Dream react to my Snap or whatever. And he was like, what you doing? What you doing in the hood? Mind you, I wasn't in his hood, but we wasn't too far from it. Because I'm like, if he ready in a little bit, we could get, I'd rather just be in the area. So he was like, what you doing in the hood? So I said, girl, why is Dream responding to my Snap talking about what am I doing in the hood? She was like, are you serious right now? I was like, yeah, he literally just said it. So I showed her. So she was like, that's so weird. He's weird because I just texted him and asked him if he was ready for me and he did not respond. Like, he's weird. She's like, tell him you with me. Girl, not you being territorial already. So I'm just, she like, tell him you with me. So I was like, oh, I was about to say that. Because at first I was going to leave the nigga on scene. So I was like, oh, I said, boy, we waiting on you so we could drop Alyssa off. So he just was like laughing my ass off and that was it. And she tried to hit him up. He's not responding. So we in McDonald's long ass drive through because I'm like, we just finna sit in a drive through instead of going sides because we trying to kill time. This nigga is literally playing games, giving her the runaround. So I'm just thinking like, this is so weird. Like, this nigga's being weird. We really got out the car. We dancing out. Like, after we got our food and ate, we ate in that parking lot. Because I'm like, what is he finna do? We was gonna go pull up on other people when we dropped her off. But yeah, so time is going by, y'all. When I tell you time is going by, we literally was just in traffic driving around, literally just listening to music and dancing, hopping out, dancing and shit like that. Literally, now the sun is down. That's how you know time went by. The sun is down. This nigga finally responded. Mind you, he finally hit her back and was just like, pull up to the hood. Like, pull up to the hood. So she was like, okay, where at? He was like, pull up to the spot. Symone know where it's at. You're weird. He's weird. So she was like, he said, pull up to the spot, you know where it's at. She's like, I'm gonna cuss him out because he already getting on my nerves. So Rat like, girl, why is you even going? That's so weird. He was ignoring you, but he asking Symone why she in his hood. Da 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 da. So she was like, girl, I'm gonna tell him about himself. Like, I'm gonna tell him about himself. She was like, you shouldn't even be linking with him to begin with. And I'm just like, Rat, shut up. Leave her alone. If that's what she wanna do. She wanna do that. So y'all, we pull up to the spot or whatever, right? And I'm like, all right, that. Like, we dropping her off, so I'm like, tell him to come outside. So I'm like, tell him to come outside to come get you. Because mind you, it's like, it was like, you know those apartments, well, it's not apartments, what is it, like a 4-plex, 5-plex, you know, where it's only like 5 units or whatever, but it was a gate. So I'm like, tell him to come outside and come get you. I'm like, because it's that one, it's in the middle, but I don't want you're not gonna just be walking on every door. And I know y'all probably think like, why we didn't take her, tell him to come outside. So I'm like, yeah, tell him to come outside. So she texted him like, come outside, come get me. He was like, tell Symone to bring you in, she know which one it is. Why do you keep saying me? So I'm like, Rat, do you know which one it is? She said, no, why would I be hanging out with my homegirl boyfriend? I wouldn't know which one it is either. I'm like, oh, not too much. So anyway, so I'm like, tell him I'm not getting out the car. Like, I'm not finna find a parking spot and I don't want to leave your car double parked. Like, no, tell him to come get you or whatever. So he basically told her no. And she was like, you know what, it's fine. Like, he said he gonna come get me. I'm like, well, wait till he come get you. Like, this is the hood. It's a big dog right there. That's probably the hood dog. And he know how to make it not bite you. Girl, no, wait for him to come. So I'm like, girl, let him come get you. And he was not trying to come. She's like, Symone, it's okay. Like, he's coming. I'll just meet him at the gate. Y'all, tell me why she go to the gate. This nigga never came. It's a gate that somebody has to unlock from the outside. So she's trying to reach her hand through to unlock it. And I'm just like, we just watching her. Y'all, tell me why she started trying to hop the gate. It's one of them gates with the bars. So she's over here trying to hop the damn gate and she's like keep falling down and stuff like that. So we like, girl, I'm like, girl, tell his ass to open the gate. So she was like, he coming. She gonna say, Symone, help me up. Rat, help me up. So Rat was like, girl, what the fuck? You gotta hop the gate for a nigga? That's fucking sad. And I'm just like, Rat, shut up. But I kind of laugh because I'm like, this is ridiculous. It ain't never that deep to hang out with this nigga. And I know y'all probably thinking like, did Alyssa hate you? Cause why is you going so hard to link with this boy? It's just crazy. But anyway, so she trying to hop the gate or whatever. So finally she kind of got to the top and her pants got stuck on the gate. So she's stuck. Like she's stuck trying to wiggle it. But it's like if she do too hard, she could flip over and fall. This nigga, mind you, I could see a phone lighting up, coming up, but they just stopped. So he's watching her. You're watching her struggle on this damn gate and you're not helping her. So I'm like, Rat, go help her. She said, no. She gotta figure that shit out for herself. So I'm like, man, hold on. So I double park the car and I go help her. I know y'all probably think like I would have left that bitch on that motherfucking Y. I'm just getting on that gate, but nah, I don't know. I'm like helping her. I'm like, girl, what is you doing? And I was all like, Dream, come fucking open the door. Why you got her just hopping the gate? So he laughing. Mind you, whole time when I see the light on the phone, this nigga is recording her. Just tell a nigga you finna go get So he's recording her. So I help her off. She ripped a hole in her pants. He come finally open the gate. And he's like, Symone, why you didn't bring her to the gate? You know how to get in. I was like, bye, Dream. And I walked off and got in the car. And y'all, but mind you, when I said bye, Dream, it was like bye, Dream. And I like smiled. I don't know why. It's not like I was trying to flirt with the nigga, but just keep that in mind. So I smiled and I walked off and got in the car. So we just in the car, we driving around, we pulling up on people making snaps or whatever. She was with him and literally we just driving around. So I'm like, let's go get some frozen yogurt, something. Like, let's just go find something to do because I don't want to be too far. But yeah, and I know, anyway, I didn't want to be too far, so I was like, yeah, let's just find something to do. So we driving around, we making snaps and stuff like that. Y'all, I'm always in my views to see who's viewing my snap because, you know, that's when you talk to people, you want to see if they watching. And then the people you got beef with, you want to see if they watching. Y'all, while I'm looking up, Dream is viewing my snaps. So I'm like, why is this man viewing my snaps, y'all? Like, that was so weird. We was like in the gas station. We went to the gas station because the lighting was good to make videos. It's funny because we used to stay doing that, me and my sister. So we making videos in the gas station and I had put it on her and we just like singing and stuff and I'm like grabbing her face and we just having a cool little time. So I posted that on Snap. Why the Dream react to my snap and gonna say, respond to my snap and gonna say, get her out, I just want to see you. Y'all, so shit is weird. So I text her. I'm like, Alyssa, you good? So she's like, I'm good, girl. I'm about to have you come back and get me in a little bit. So I was like, okay, like how long? Because I was like, so I could not be too far or whatever like that. She was like, you could start making your way back now, actually. She was with him for probably like a good 30 minutes. I'm gonna say 30 minutes to an hour. So I'm like, okay. And I'm telling Rhett, like, why the fuck? But I'm like, I'm gonna let her know this nigga is so weird. So y'all, we go pick her up. She come outside by herself. She looks mad. She hop in the car. So Rat like, you good? What happened? So I'm like, you good, girl? Like, you know, mind you, like, even though like I had a little chemistry with Dream, I didn't have feelings for him right now. But when I did, I ain't gonna lie, when I did see him again, like when Goofy brung me around and he was there, it kind of did bring back stuff like, damn, that's crazy. Like, this is so weird. But anyway, I didn't have feelings for him though. So yeah, so she got in a car, she mad. So Rat was like, what happened? Like, what y'all do? So Rat like, what happened? What y'all doing? She got the camera on her. So she's like, girl, stop recording me. Stop recording me. She's like, I need this as evidence just in case if I tell my homegirl, she don't believe me. So I was like, Rat, stop being fucking weird. Like, for real. Like, don't be weird. So she was all like, girl, he is in love with me. That nigga's in love. So I'm like, I'm gonna let her finish first and then I'll tell her what he said, but I'm gonna let her finish first. So I was like, for real, girl? She was like, yeah, he is in love, girl. He is in love. So I was like, so what happened? Like, what y'all do, whatever? Y'all know, y'all ask y'all friends like to rate the D afterwards. Like, I don't care if my friend went and fucked a dragon on Fig. I'm gonna ask her, girl, rate it. So I was like, so what happened? Like, let me know, because you know, we ain't never got that far. So I'm like, all right, what happened? Like, was it good? Because we know you did something with him. So she like, we did something. Yeah, it was cool, girl. He is in love. He was like, oh, you gonna be mine. Da 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 da. All this other stuff. So Rat like, that's kind of funny. How are you gonna be his when he got a girlfriend? And she was like, girl, he loved me. He was talking about something like, I love you. This the best I ever had. Da 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 da. All this other shit. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, was it good though? Like, you know, she was like, girl, it was good. Like, it was cool. She was like, yeah, it was cool. So I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, well, why are you coming back right now? Like, you know, like, and she was like, oh, he said he got something to do. So Rat like, probably go be with his girlfriend. And I'm just like, and I was like, you know what's crazy? I'm like, girl, he's kind of weird though. I was like, I'm just letting you know. I'm like, even if you do decide you want to pursue him and talk to him, I'm like, I'm letting you know though. I was like, girl, look what he said to me on Snap, because I was saving the messages or whatever. So I was like, look what he said to me on Snap. She's like, he said that to you? I'm like, yeah, while y'all was linked, like he said that to me or whatever. She was like, what the fuck? That's weird. That's weird. I was like, right. She was like, why would he say that? I'm like, I don't know. He's weird. Mind you, I didn't say shit to him back. I just saved it. So I was like, I don't know, he keep viewing everything I post. I'm like, I'm gonna try to post something again. She was like, he weird as fuck. So she like trying to text him. I don't know if she was texting him to press or just text him to text him. So I was like, let me see, I'm about to post something to see if he say something. She's like, I'm gonna post something on Snap too. And Rat was like, shit, I'm gonna post something too. He don't even follow me. Y'all, I don't know why. So we all post like videos just of ourselves, right? Don't know why Rat did it. He didn't even follow her. So lo behold, this nigga respond back and said, we even now, sexy. I said, Alyssa, look at this. She was like, what? Mind you, he didn't react to hers. She was like, and then she texted him. He had never texted that. She was like, what the fuck he mean we even now? He's weird as fuck. What is he talking about? Ask him what he talking about. So I was all like, girl, I ain't nobody worried about Dream. Like, he's weird. And she was like, yeah, no, he is weird. That nigga is a fucking weirdo. She was like, because why when we after we did something, she was like, even before, she was like, I'm the one who had to initiate us doing something. She was like, because when I got in there, he wanted to talk about you the whole time. Like, now she pissed. She was like, he wanted to talk about you the whole time. He kept saying like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Symone, that was my baby. That was my baby. But then when I got locked up, we lost communication, and I come home and I see she talking to my day one. That shit is crazy. And I know y'all probably thinking like, how you didn't know that was his day one? First of all, he wasn't posting nigga on Instagram. How am I supposed to know? So anyway, so yeah, so he was like, that's crazy. And she was just like, and I was just like, yeah, well, they really like each other. And he was telling me like, he's not good for her. I guess she wanted me to feel bad about my situation with Goofy because hers clearly wasn't going right. So he was telling me like, well, Goofy wasn't good for me. She was like, yeah, he was telling me like, he's not good for her. He be doing this and he be having so many different girls here, in and out, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, I don't really care because I wasn't my feelings about Goofy, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that wasn't my man. So he could have a dog and out of there for all I care. So I'm just like, oh dang, he was saying that. She's like, yeah, he kept talking. So Rat was like, you didn't think that was weird that he was talking about your homegirl and you still went and laid up with him? So she was like, girl, shut up, Rat, shut up. And she was like, girl, I'm just saying, you know the nigga got a girlfriend, you know he talked to your homegirl and you still went and fucked him. You had to hop a gate. And she was like, shut up, shut up. I'm like, Rat, shut up, let her finish. So she was like, yeah. So he was talking about that and then he was just like, yeah, that's crazy because when I came home, I was trying to reconnect with her and da-da-da-da. She wanted to be so loyal to my homeboy who's doing her so wrong. He just dogging her. She was just kept talking about that. So I was like, that's weird. Why is he sitting up talking about me? Like, I'm like, didn't y'all connect off some other shit that wasn't but about me? She's like, he always bring you up. That shit is so annoying. Oh, all of a sudden now you want to tell me this? So then I was like, that's crazy. She's like, even after we did something, he was like, yeah, so what type of homegirls y'all be? Cause do y'all be like doing little shit together with niggas and stuff like that? I was like, what? After y'all, this nigga love you and it's the best he ever had, but he asking about me is crazy. We ain't never even got it. So I was like, that's weird. That's very weird. She was like, yeah, that's weird as fuck. Like, that's so weird. Da 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 da. All this other stuff. But look, this is why it's crazy too, y'all. Let me finish though. She was like, yeah, he just kept mentioning you. She was like, and all this other stuff like that. And she was like, and then he was going to your page, showing pictures, talking about some, yeah, going all the way down, talking about some, yeah, this, I met her around this time. Yeah, this is around the time when me and her linked this day. Like, I remember her homegirl was there and I took a picture. You know her homegirl? What's her homegirl name? You know her? And yeah, and her homegirl took the picture for her. I remember this was the day, this was the last time I seen her. We all went out. Da 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 da. I said, Alyssa, your pussy still got wet for that? That's crazy. I wish a nigga would. She like, he's so weird, da da da. So she just talking all this shit. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, he's weird as fuck for that. I was like, I wouldn't even did shit with him. She was like, yeah, no. But I just did him how these niggas do. Like, now I'm about to continue talking to his other homeboy. He finna be mad because we both left him for homeboys. And I'm just thinking, like, I highly doubt he care about you like that. But I ain't say this to her. So Rat was like, you stupid as fuck. She's like, well, now that you finished talking, let me tell you something that I know about him. So she was like, what? Like, what you know about him? What? His girlfriend? Like, she was really doing all that. She like, his girlfriend, Rat? Because I'm tired of you just keep saying all this stuff. You just keep saying stuff. Da 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 da. So she was all like, no, I'm gonna let you know that my homegirl told me 2 days ago that he burned her. Y'all, it's not funny. But I was like, Rat, are you serious? And she was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Let me talk regular. She was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? So she was like, yeah, she told me that 2 days ago. She was like, but since you wanted to be nasty as fuck anyway, I wasn't gonna say nothing. She was like, so I hope y'all use protection. When I tell you, I was like, Rat, why you didn't tell her that? She was like, well, why is she niggas after you anyway? And I'm like, I ain't never touched that boy, but yeah. So Alyssa's in the backseat like, wait, what did she say she had? What she say she had? And she just like shaking. And she was like, well, did you use protection with him? And she was like, yeah, we did. But what did she say she had? She was like, oh, you must didn't do use none. She's like, that's crazy. That nigga really just be out here burning people and doing this and that. That's crazy. Rat just said it, but Rat dying laughing while she's saying it. So I'm like, Rat, stop playing with her. Like, stop, you doing too much. Because Alyssa over there really finna cry in the backseat. So I'm like, stop playing with her. So she like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. So she like, what did she say she had or whatever? So Rat like, I don't know. I think it was the package. And if you watch Trapped in the Closet, you know what I mean by the package. She like, I think it was the package. She was like, I don't know though. So she was like, stop playing. I don't want to say the word because I don't know if I can say it on here. So she was like, stop playing. So she breathing all heavy. I'm like, Rat, stop playing with her for real. Because I'm like, I know Rat playing because she laughing. She's like, no, I'm dead ass serious. I could call her right now and be like, girl, what did that nigga give you? That's weird. Why would you randomly call a bitch? Say, hey, what'd your boyfriend give you again? So she was like, no, stop playing. I'm like, girl, Rat is just messing with you. I was like, but if you didn't use protection, like, and he got a girlfriend, no telling who else he doing shit with. Just go get tested or whatever. So she like, no, all this other stuff like that. Like, she just so, like, scared. I'm like, Rat, stop playing. Rat, like, I'm just kidding. But you should probably go get tested because you don't find it weird how he wouldn't use protection with you and he got a girlfriend. I'm pretty sure they don't use protection either. So who else he doing this with? So she was like, I'm just playing. But she's like, but he did burn her. But I'm not sure if it was 2 days ago. Maybe they cured it. I don't know. But you should go check that out. So she was like, stop playing. Like, you're playing with my life. She was like, you're playing with your life. And I'm just like, Rat, let me drop you off at home now because you're getting on my nerves. Like, this conversation, like, you really trying to make her feel bad. She laughing, and every time she'll get real scared, Rat would be like, I don't know. I'm not playing, but I don't know. I think they did cure it. You know what? She did say they cured it, but you never know because you know the guys don't be taking. But then when she'll be like, oh, okay. She like, but guys don't be taking their medicine though. So you never know. I'm like, Rat, chill. Like, you being annoying. She's like, I'm just saying that nigga's a dog. She's like, I'm gonna let her know that her nigga be cheating. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna let her know. And I'm just like, this bitch Rat is annoying. Like, you really get on my nerves. But it's crazy because I forgot to mention the last story. And when I was talking about it to my sister, like, when she was like, what story did you record? And I told her, I forgot to mention my sister was an option for Alyssa to hang out with. That was the first option. I was like, oh, you could go to my sister's house. You go to Ebony house. And she's the one who was like, oh, what about Rat? Like, what about Rat or whatever? She wanted to be Rat friend and hang out with her so bad. Because even my sister was telling her, like, yeah, girl, come right now. Like, you can come over. It's cool or whatever. And they know each other. And she wanted to be up under Rat so bad for whatever reason. And now you seeing what type of person she is. So, yeah, I ended up dropping Rat off because Rat was like, I'm gonna spend the night at your house. I'm like, girl, no, you could go home because you finna be getting on this girl's nerves all night and she's spending the night. I was like, girl, you good? I'm like, just go to the doctor. Like, just make an appointment. But I'm like, Rat just fucking with you for real. So she was just like, I don't know. Like, you think she fucking with me? She was like, he's weird. Like, he's weird. I'm about to tell him about himself to stop messaging you. She's sending this nigga paragraphs. This nigga is not responding to her. I promise you, he's not responding. This nigga start talking to himself in my DM. I don't know how I'm putting on my phone because y'all, before I did this story time, I was like, let me pull this up because I wanted to read this one DM from me and him. I may or may not post on the screen. I probably might post it. But anyway, let me read it to y'all. This is why it's crazy to me because literally like 2 fucking days before I found out Alyssa was messing with him and before Alyssa came out here and I found all this out. Mind you, we used to be in a group chat. We'll talk about everything. And I literally sent them this screenshot to the group chat and told them, y'all, why Dream be trying to talk to me? Literally, this is where it say. He was like, where you at? I'm like, at home, but I spelled at wrong. Just in case I posted, y'all see it and be like, girl, that say street home. Anyway, and he said, I need you. And I put the looking back emoji. Mind you, this is before. Whole time you was talking to him, when I sent this to you, you should have been like, oh, that nigga still want her. And he was like, I need you. I put the looking back emoji. He was like, for real, you need to let me eat the soul out of you. I put some more emojis. He put, can I? And he put, I want to taste your sexy ass. Oh God, I'm for real. What's up? I sent this to the group chat. This was before I knew she was planning to link with this dude. You came to my house and made it sound like you had all this shit going on when whole time it was so that you could link with old dude. And I sent this to you. You didn't get the ick? You didn't get the ick? Y'all, you didn't get the ick? You didn't get the ick? Okay, let me stop. But it's like you didn't get the ick and you knew and you still was keeping this way talking about, I didn't know he still was interested in you. Y'all, so long story short, so anyway, so yeah. So we ended up going back to my house and we was chilling or whatever. And he ended up messaging me we was chilling or whatever. So then like the next day, because she was gonna stay, and remember I told y'all Keisha was gonna come too, so she ended up going home or whatever. And when she went home, we were always talking stuff like that, but I noticed it was weird when I called her. She was just like, I'm gonna call you back. She was being weird towards me or whatever. So I ended up, when she got on the phone, because Keisha was all like, oh, what did you do to Alyssa? Like, she seemed mad about something. So I'm like, I ain't do nothing to her. So I had ended up getting on the phone with her, and I'm like, Alyssa, like, you good? Like, Keisha was saying she think you mad at me, so like, what did I do to you? So she was like, oh no, I'm not mad at you or nothing like that. She like, I'm not mad. She was like, I just was like, I feel like he probably was hitting you up afterwards because you was sending him mixed signals. I said, how was I sending him mixed signals? She was like, well, when you sent that screenshot in the DMs, you was responding. She was like, when you knew you talked to Goofy, why was you responding to him like that and sending the emojis? First of all, when I was responding to him, that's before I even knew you was even behind my back doing me for this nigga. And even throughout the whole time, even after the night that she met him, when we all linked with him, he was trying to talk to me. He was saying little stuff to me like, that's crazy. Like, I really fucked with you. I just wish I would have got like, I would have been able to connect to you when I was gone. I didn't have no number on you. And I had lost my phone. Like, and I was telling him, this boy is literally still trying to talk to me every chance he fucking got. He would try to confess his love to me. Yeah. So it's like, please. And you was the whole time talking to him behind my back and telling Keisha this, and I'm not knowing shit. And it's like, Keisha, you knew that I didn't know too, because if that was the case, when I was sending messages these whole times about this dude, you wouldn't have been like, oh, I thought you knew when you was on the phone. You was just mad because shit started getting weird and she was trying to do shit without you. So you like, oh, I'm gonna blow up the spot. So yeah, so that, she was like, oh, I feel like you sending him mixed signals. So I'm like, I'm not sending him mixed signals. And I was like, and if I want to respond to him at that point, what's the problem? Like, what's the problem? Like, Goofy, I did some weird shit. We wasn't on cool terms. And I'm like, and if I wanted to respond to whoever I could. At that point, I'm like, if I would have known you was talking to him, I would have been like, nah, I'm cool. That shit would have given me the ick. I would have never linked with him no way, regardless before I knew about you or after. I was never gonna link with this dude. I was just responding to DMs. And she was just like, yeah, she's like, and then at the door when you said bye Dream, you're like, the way you smell, like y'all was flirting in each other's face. And she's like, and I just feel like that's fucked up because at this point I'm linking with him. So why is you flirting with him? I wish I had some shade so I could look down like this. Bitch, who? Bitch, who the fuck? Who was you talking to? So I said, flirting with Dream. Mind you, Goofy might be a goofy goofball ass nigga, but he had way more shit going on in Dream. And at this point, we had like a connection, I guess sexual connection. So I was not gonna go mess with Dream anyway. It was never gonna happen. If I talked to him and we sometimes just like communicate back and forth, that's all that was. And I was just like, girl, what is you talking about? I'm like, you knew from jump that me and him would just talk from time to time. It was never nothing like that, but you knew from time to time he'll be trying to talk to me and all this other shit like that. So what is you talking about? I'm like, you had to sneak around and try to talk to this dude because you knew the shit was weird. And now you trying to make it seem like I'm the reason why this nigga ghosting you. Because I'm throwing hints at him by posting myself on Snapchat, by laughing in this nigga face. That's me trying to throw the coochie at him. So I was just like, girl, what the fuck? Like, we kind of got into it, but she was like trying to like die it down. Like, no, it's not like that, whatever. Like, it's not like that, whatever. And she had asked me, y'all, she had asked me, she was like, because her doctor, it was something, I think something with her doctor. Basically, she was asking me if she could go get tested under my name and use like my medical information to get tested. And I was like, no. I'm like, no, because you're not making sense. It was something she was saying that did not make sense. She was like, she don't want her dad to find out. Like, if her dad see that she went and got a test, then something. I'm like, why would they call your daddy? You a grown ass bitch. Why the fuck would they call your daddy and be like, well, you know your daughter up here trying to see what's going on with her cootie cat. Girl, what the fuck? I'm like, girl, no, you cannot go get tested under my name, you fucking weirdo. Why? Because you think that I'm going to see. This is what my mind be thinking so crazy, because I'm thinking like, you want to get tested under my name because you know you got some shit and you want me to send you the screenshot of, because you know when you go to Planned Parenthood, I don't think they really even be giving a fuck. They probably just be like, okay, whatever. But you want me to send you the screenshot saying your shit positive and then you make it seem like it was me? That's what I was thinking in my head. Because your story about your daddy finding out that you burning was stupid. So I was like, no, you cannot. I'm like, I could take you if you want me to, but no. I was all like, I know some free clinics you could go to out here. You could literally put any name you want to. And yeah. And she was just like, okay, well, can I do that then? Because, yeah, I just don't want my dad to find out why is your dad in your Gucci? I'm just kidding. Why is your dad in your business like that? But anyway, so yeah, that happened. That was just weird as fuck. It was just crazy. But after that, y'all, Dream really was DMing me talking about some we even now. And I ain't even want to go home, girl. She stinking, all this other shit like that. Da-da-da-da-da. That bitch don't know how to keep up with her hygiene. He was just going in on her. Mind you, I didn't send her none of this because I'm like, that's embarrassing. But he was talking shit about her. He was like, man, I couldn't even stay hard. That shouldn't even last long. I don't give, if she came, I don't even know if I did. But I just did it to be even. We even now. Now we could be together. And Goofy is a goofball dog nigga. That's my boy. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The nigga be dogging you out. And this, that, and the third. He really was going in. And mind you, at this point, and I was just like, that's crazy because this nigga really got my homegirl and said, let me pick the dumbest one out the batch. Literally, because there was so many people there that night. Everybody was laughing and joking with him because everybody was being cordial and cool. But he said, yeah, I'm gonna pick the one I know that I could hit. I'm gonna hit. And I don't know, it's just sad that he thought that he had that much, that he thought I cared that much. Like, oh, I'm gonna make Symone say I'm her homegirl. And then I'm gonna turn around and say, now let's fuck each other. So I said, I laughed my ass off. I was like, Dream, if you ever thought you had a chance with me, you just blew it. Bitch, you blew it. I said, because I said, I don't know about you, but I said, I don't fuck after my homegirls. So I said, the moment you started communicating with her, and in the moment you stuck that motherfucking dick in her, bitch, the moment you put that glizzy in her, I said, you blew it. Because who knows? Maybe I could have been hurt over Goofy and linked with him. I don't know. But who fucking knows? But I doubt that would have happened. But you blew it because you did some weird shit. Like, you was weird about it. Like, that was weird to think that, oh, we're even now. Even Stevens? Bitch, please. That shit was crazy. But I told her how he was saying, like, we even. I didn't tell her about the hygiene part because I'm gonna be like, oh, girl, you know, well, a few people have been commenting on it. So, you know, I think it's time. Because she knew. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause she knew. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, so I just told her though, like what he had said, and I was like, that nigga is weird. And she was just like, I'm not even worried about him. That's weird as fuck. I'm not even worried about him. And I'm like, I'm not saying that like you are worried about him, but I'm just letting you know. And y'all think she stopped trying to talk to Dream? That nigga used to ignore the fuck out of that girl. And only how I knew is because, y'all, I got more story times where we linked with Goofy and his friends and shit like that. And Keisha, like I said, the dynamics and stuff just started getting weird. And Keisha was like telling me shit. And I would be like, dang, that's crazy. Like, I didn't care. But I'm just like, that's crazy that she'll still be trying to talk to this nigga. It's wild. But he used to be ghosting the fuck out of her. Like, y'all, because it was a time this nigga came in the house. He heard, I don't know why he thought I wasn't going to. Well, I used to hang out with a lot of different people at that time. But yeah, he came in the house. He seen her and it was like, yep, I was not supposed to be here today. Peace out. Act like he didn't even smooth know this girl and said hi to me. And looked right at her and was like, hi, Symone. Weird. But yeah, I don't know. That was just crazy to me. I don't know. It was just weird to me because it's like, what was you so mad at me about that you felt like I'm about to do this to this girl? Like, what did I do to you? Like, I really was thinking back, like, what did I do? But after that situation, things started to kind of get weird. We were still hanging out and stuff like that. But I started noticing things was getting a little weird because I felt like she thought I was talking to Dream. My thing is I wasn't. But even if I don't know. That shit was weird. Things started getting real weird. But yeah, that's it for this story time. I had to update y'all on the part 2 or whatever. Y'all, Vlogtober is almost here, y'all, and y'all already know I'm gonna start off for first week of October with a motherfucking bang. Good. We starting off good. So be ready for that. October is about to be lit. So anyway, that's it for this story time. I love you guys so much. I had to give y'all the part 2. And I'll see y'all in my next one because I'm going to post another story time. Today, Tuesday. Well, today, Monday night when I'm recording this, but I'm posting this on Tuesday. Today, Tuesday, I'm going to post another story time either Friday or Saturday. So be on the lookout. But I'm going to post stuff in between too, like a vlog from New York and other stuff like that. Well, no, just a vlog. I'm lying. But yeah, be on the lookout. I love you guys so much and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.